My girl, Such All I Want, right here on the Love Offering. Love that song right there. And I got so into it, I was like, I have to find her so that we could talk about just her journey in general. So I did just that, as promised. I got my girl, Such, on the phone. How are you?
Everything has been going really well. I'm just excited to be able to do what I love. Like, really, I've been doing really well.
Your album is titled Wide Nose, Full Lips, and that in itself is kind of telling a story. But I know you've been doing your thing, so tell me, what has the journey been like with the album?
Yeah, for sure. So, I wrote the album over a period of time in which I was really just soaking up all the things that it means to be Black. I think of this album as a love letter to Blackness and a love letter to myself, in ways in which, I was just soaking up all the police brutality and also the messages that were being sent out about beauty and what that's supposed to look like, while also reflecting on my life. And when I was a little girl, I had a family member tell me that I needed to pinch my nose because my nose was too wide and that it needed to be more Eurocentric for me to be considered beautiful. And so I think that's something that I internalized. I don't think I ever really thought about it until I was reflecting and delving into the writing process of this album, where I was like, yo, here's things that I've always thought about myself and didn't even realize. When I think about this album, I just get so excited because I feel like it's so important for us to flip the script on what beauty is, and that we're supposed to be comfortable in our skin, and that Black is beautiful from the inside and out. And listen, I love my wide nose and my full lips.
But Black is beautiful, period. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. There's a wide range when it comes to the spectrum of beauty. So I'm glad that people are starting to kind of embrace that and acknowledge that in itself. Now, All I Want Is You is the single. And of course, that has a message. There's messages throughout the project, as a matter of fact. Now, is this something that's authentic to you as an artist, or was this kind of something you discovered about yourself throughout the recording process?
I think that one of the coolest things about being an artist is that as a listener, you literally get a snapshot of where I am, right, with every single record. And I think my goal with every song, every record, is for me to become more my authentic self. And just like with anything, it's a journey. I was extremely intentional about whenever I would record, for me to be in a good space, for me to set the mood, right? And for all these things to be in place so that you as a listener could totally pick up on all the vibes.
Well, the vibes are there. The vibes are definitely there. Now, were your sessions like therapy, or was this something that happened after the fact? What did the payoff come once the project was completed and your fans got a chance to listen to it and absorb it a little bit?
I think it was honestly a combination of both. I really enjoyed it. It's a product that I'm super proud of. And then also, it's always a beautiful thing to know that people vibe to your music and feel it and actually interpret it the way meant for it to be interpreted, which is really dope. So it's been a combination of both, and I've been over the moon.
Of course, I did my research on you. I told you I had to dive into you as a person and as an artist after I fell in love with your song, and I found out that you did Broadway, or at least a version of it, and you were part of The Color Purple.
I did, yeah.
Now, how did that experience of being on Broadway help you to discover more about yourself and to dive deeper into your artistry?
I think that being able to act, and I discovered this about myself because I was the first time I had ever really acted playing Celie. I think I carried Celie with me all the time. She's a character that you just can't let go. And the beauty of that story is literally watching her go from being in survival mode, from surviving to thriving. And I think that was one thing that was really important to me when I was doing this album, was that I really wanted there to be this joy and this thriving, and also the journey of that, right? I think there's something really magical about connecting to an audience as a character, which is what I learned playing Celie. And so with each song, I think about that there is a story that is being told, and how do I connect to the listener and the audience with that? So yeah, Celie is somebody that I think I carry with me all the time. She's never really gone from me.
So today, as far as today, the mood today and the album, You said that you had to make sure that you were in a good space every time you recorded. So as far as today, what song would you relate to the feeling Such is feeling right now?
Oh my gosh, I'm in a space of gratitude. I'm just really, really grateful for so many things, for being able to have music, to put it out there, to be able to sing. And I don't take it for granted, being a songwriter, taking emotions, your emotions, things that y'all feel, and putting it into songs. I don't take that lightly. That's a huge responsibility. You know what I mean? I'm just really grateful that I'm able to do this. I'm grateful for every time I have a live show, that I'm able to connect with people. So right now, I'm in a space of gratitude.
Well, the album is available, Wide Nose, Full Lips. The single, All I Want, the video is out as well. What's next?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know yet. I think I'm still, filling it out. I've got some good new music in the works, and we'll see. I can promise you it's going to have a lot of such sauce on it. That's what I like to call it. Lots of such sauce. Yeah.
Well, Miss Such, I appreciate you taking the time to hit me up and talk about your project, Wide Nose, Full Lips, the single, All I Want, and just helping me to get to know you a little bit better as a person because, like I said, I have really taken to your art. So we're definitely going to be riding out with you, and I'll check you out in a few months.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I can't wait to see you.
Want you guys to go out and stream the project. Let me know what you're feeling about it. Hit me up on my Facebook page, RoJay Radio. Also, follow my girl Such on social media. I am Such. All right? I got more love offerings on the way for you right here. Your inspiration station. Switch from 94.5 FM.